This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Well, ahoy there, cruisers. This is it. We're boarding Disney Cruise Line's brand new ship and most expensive ship, the Disney Treasure. We're just pulling into Port Canaveral in Florida at the moment, where we're getting ready to drop off our luggage and the car and get on board this brand new mega ship, which we are very excited to do. So come with us as we board the ship, take a look around, show you around our cabin, try the food, and much, much more. Very excited about this one. Oh, we're just catching sight of all of the ships. It is busy today. Mardi Gras, we've got the Celebrity ship, we've got Victory, we've got absolutely loads in, and it looks like we're parked next door to the, what I like to call the Epic Fail by Norwegian Cruise Line. So let's pull into our port. We're in port number 8, which is the Disney Cruise Line terminal, and then we're gonna start this journey. I'm very excited because apparently this ship is fabulous, so I'm excited. So that's it, we are all parked. For future Ben, we're on level 3, so we remember where the car is. We've got a great view of the Carnival Vista as well as the Disney Treasure. Guys, she looks brand new. I mean, she's only literally 2 months old, but she looks sparkling, which is really fabulous. So we're going to grab everything outside of the car. $145 to park for 7 nights, so it's not that cheap, like $20 a night, which I think is quite expensive, but it is what it is. It was cheaper than getting Ubers and things here. An Uber or something will cost you in excess of $100 each way. Let's get on board, grab everything, and check in.
So we've dropped off our bags very, very quick and easy, like any other cruise terminal, and we're about to go and check in. This is one of our favourite terminals. It's so whimsical, but at the same time quite traditional and reminds you of the old steamliner terminals from the way back in the day. Very cool indeed, a really nice cruise terminal. And we can't wait to go. I think it's about time we actually check in now.
We are all checked in. It is always such a nice experience checking in with a Disneyline cruise. It really is. The crew are just so lovely and the staff here in the terminal as well. And now we're in the terminal. Isn't it just beautiful, guys? Just like the outside. It's like really themed, and it's probably the only themed cruise terminal from any cruise line. You've even got the Castaway key map on the floor, a big old ship model of the Disney Magic, and it just really is lovely. Almost like Art Deco. Now they're already boarding all groups, so there's absolutely no wait whatsoever. So let's waste no more time and go get on. I'm so excited.
Our top tip, and something we always do at this terminal, is before you actually get on the ship, there's a viewing deck outside. You just go around the side of where it says to the ship and you can access it, and you get a great view of the front of the ship. It's perfect to get like the selfie while you're in front of the ship and be like, I'm boarding, see you later.
But David, we're far too close for comfort to the Norwegian Epic.
Are you having flashbacks as much as I am, Ben?
I am. Should we just get on board this ship before we remember anything more about that cruise?
Yeah, let's just blanket out the Norwegian Epic. Don't forget to go and check out those videos if you haven't seen them. That ship was an epic disaster. I'm so excited. So I haven't looked too much into what's on the ship. Obviously I know what's on board, but I've avoided looking at pictures, at vlogs, at videos, because I really want to experience it for the first time with you guys, and I can't wait. Oh, we've got to think of a name. Oh, what name should we give?
Disney Treasure, please welcome aboard Ben and David!
Woo! Oh my gosh, guys, we are on board the Disney Treasure. We are in the Aladdin-themed atrium, and it is absolutely stunning. So much more stunning than it looks in pictures. I can't believe how vibrant it is and how different it is to the Wish as well. This is just completely surreal. I am so excited to explore this ship, look around, take everything in, but wow, it just looks so different to the Wish. It's beautiful. Anyway, first things first, because it's quite late, we're going to go grab some lunch. So let's grab some lunch, then we'll show you around. Come on. So we're heading up to the buffet for some lunch, guys. This ship is absolutely spectacular. So themed differently to the Disney Wish. It's just got something a little bit different about it. Haven't quite put my finger on it yet, but loving all of the colors, the carpets, the artwork. Gorgeous. Right, I'm starving. Let's head for some food.
So we're walking through the pool area and everybody was pointing and looking out the window. We had a quick look what it was. We just saw a SpaceX rocket take off. I've never seen that before. Anyway, we're going to head for some lunch. It was an early start this morning. So we're going to the Marceline Market, which is the buffet on board. And if my memory serves me correctly, this was named after Walt Disney where he grew up. I think that's correct.
His hometown, yeah.
Yes, yeah, it was his hometown. See? Disney trivia in my head.
This theming, David, how gorgeous is it though?
It all feels a little bit warmer and a little bit more, like it's got a lot more character. I will have to refresh myself about the Wish, but what I did take away from the Wish was it very nice, it was very glam, but it felt a little bit cold maybe. Whereas this, with the colours and stuff, feels a little bit more interesting, and I'm really excited to explore more of the ship. Wash my hands.
So we've got a seat at the market, and I've got to say I am so impressed with the food selection. It is really, really fantastic. You've got everything from amazing seafood platters, lots of salad, lots of hot dishes as well, which is really good. You've even got a kids corner with all of your favorites like fries and chicken nuggets and chicken tenders and all of that sort of stuff. But just so much food on offer, and it looks really well presented. Now, one thing that I really love, and I can't remember if it was the same on the Wish, I think it was, all of the food is behind a glass wall, so the crew serve you. It just means that it's so much safer to eat, in my opinion, because we haven't had all of those grubby hands all over the tongs touching them. So I think it really does reduce things like tummy bugs and things like that. So I like it like that. I like the crew serving you. Now, I know it can be a little bit embarrassing when you want a lot of food and you start piling up, but you've just got to go for it. You're on vacation. But I am really impressed with the selection. Lots of desserts and cookies and a fresh carvery selection, so some fresh meat. Really good, guys, and I'm really looking forward to eating in here. Now, it's only open for breakfast and lunch. It doesn't open for dinner. It's only the main dining rooms on an evening. David's just back with his food. Oh, David, that looks very lovely indeed, even if it is full of fish.
So I've grabbed my food. I definitely need something to eat because I could feel myself getting a little bit crabby.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, they have a fresh station with crab and shrimp. And I remember coming on our first ever Disney cruise, and that's the first thing that we saw, thinking, wow, that is very impressive. And I'm so happy that they're still doing that.
Well, come on then, Sebastian. Eat your food. Start with a bit of Ariel.
Sebastian eating Ariel. Wouldn't it be Ariel eating Sebastian?
Oh, I guess.
I always struggle. Manual food. Really nice fresh tasting crab, also some shrimp as well with some cocktail sauce. Really delicious. She gave me far too much and she wanted to give me even more. Anyway, I also went for a salmon teriyaki soy and ginger bowl. It's nice that they have stuff that's a little bit different to the usual chicken nuggets and chips, which is what you're used to get. But they have sort of branched out a bit now on these newer ships. Let's give it a go. Really pickly. Can definitely taste the ginger and the miso sauce in there. And oh, a little bit of chili as well. Really good, guys. Very impressed with the buffet so far. It looks fantastic. And like I say, I like that it's doing stuff differently. It's still got your usual cruise food, but then some nice new options as well.
Yeah, there definitely is a better selection than on normal Disney ships. Now, the selection on normal Disney ships, or the old ones, is really good. But this is fantastic. I'll say it 1,000 times. If you want the best cruise food, go on one of the newer ships because they all just tend to have the best food. Now, one thing I have to say, it's Disney, lots of kids, lots of noise, guys. So if you're not into that sort of thing, it is something to be considerate of. Now, there are quieter places. We'll show you later on all of the adults-only areas as well, but it's a noisy cruise line. Again, so impressed with the food. Loads of Asian food. I went for lots, guys. I went for pork dumplings, some orzo pasta, and some vegan beef stir fry. Let's try that first, shall we? Big healthy portions as well. They're not shying away from giving you lots of food, which I'm appreciative of.
Excuse me, can you just explain that again? Vegan beef?
Vegan beef?
What the heck is vegan beef? Does it mean that the cow was a vegan?
Well, I don't know. But hit me with Donald Duck's tail and call me quackers, because I would have believed that was beef. Very good indeed. Now, the orzo pasta as well, with some Parmesan cheese on top. Oh my gosh, that is literally delicious. The pork stickers, absolutely lovely as well. Fresh vegetables, a really good start. This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to build and grow your online presence. Now, if you've ever thought about starting a website, whether it's a blog, a side hustle, or even a space just to share your passions, Squarespace makes it ridiculously easy. One of the best things? Their cutting-edge design tools. You don't need to be a web designer to make a stunning website. With Blueprint AI, Squarespace literally builds a professional-looking website for you based on a few simple prompts. Then you can tweak it with their easy drag and drop editor. Another game changer, the SEO tools. We know how important it is to get discovered online. Every site comes optimized with meta descriptions, sitemaps, and all of the behind the scenes stuff that helps make your site rank on Google. And if you want to grow an audience, their email campaigns feature is brilliant. You can set up automated emails, send updates, and even promote your services. So if you're ready to launch your own website, head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And then when you're ready to go live, use our link squarespace.com/Ben and David to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Now, David got his fancy little seafood plate, so I needed to do something in return, and I went for a charcuterie board. Yes, a pre-plated charcuterie board in a buffet. I don't think I've seen that before. Big old chunk of Parmesan cheese as well, which is like rock hard. Some lovely meats and things. Oh gosh, I wish the children would stop crying. They're on a bloody Disney cruise. They should be happy, shouldn't they, guys? I'm happy. I'm a big kid and I couldn't be any more happier, but let's have a try. From vegan beef to real life pork. Let's do it.
One nice touch about Disney Cruise Line is that they have the free sodas, so you can grab yourself iced tea, juices, Diet Cokes, full Coke, vitamin waters, just all help yourself. Obviously tea and coffee as well. But at this price, I would expect free sodas. I'd expect a cast member to be pouring that soda into my mouth while gently stroking my head and lulling me to sleep.
Mickey Mouse himself should be doing it.
Mickey Mouse should be on my feet rubbing them at the same time for the price of this cruise, because it's
Oh,
very
kinky.
expensive, and it is Disney Cruise Line's most expensive ship. We'll tell you all about it later on in the video, so make sure you stay tuned.
For desserts, we went for a bit of a trio of desserts because good things come in threes, don't they? We've got a little cookie, a carrot cake, and a pecan pie. Or is it a pecan pie? I don't know, let us know in the comment section below. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I might have got hungry on the way back from the buffet, guys, and took a little nibble, and they're quite good. Now, not quite as good as Royal Caribbean cookies, who I think are fantastic, but not bad. But I'm gonna have a try of this pecan pie. Sweet baby Jesus. That is sweet. Not in a bad way, pretty good. Carrot cake, very carroty. If you're into vegetables in your desserts, which I am, I've got to say. Very good indeed, yeah, a nice selection. Anyway, one thing we need to do that we always forget to do in a Disney ship, because they always do it to us, is change our dining. So basically, dining is set in two different slots, so an early dining and a late dining, but they always put us on a big table with another family, which we don't like. We like to eat together. We're totally antisocial like that. So we need to go to Triton's, which is one of the venues, before 3:30. It tells you on the app where to do it. Download the app, guys. It's a must. It tells you absolutely everything from what's on, where to go, what to do, what to book, absolutely everything. But yeah, we don't like being on a big table because sometimes you're on with loads of kids and it's a bit awkward. So let's go sort that out, shall we? So guys, we've hit our first snag on board. We went to Triton's. In the app, it says it's open from 12 till 3:30, or 3.5 hours from 12 o'clock. So we get there, 3 cast members sat around the computer, all on the phones. And I said, oh, can we have a look at our dining? Can we just double check if we're on a table for 2 or not? Because all of the dining rooms are closed. No. And he said, well, it's obviously closed in here, isn't it? And I was like, well, I don't know. It says on the app that it says till 3:30. And he was like, well, it obviously must be wrong, mustn't it? And I was like, oh, sorry. I said, you're full of Disney magic, aren't you? Then he just looked at me in the face and turned around. And just to say that, guys, he said it shut at 3, which was 30 minutes early, and we were there at 3 o'clock. It's now 3:02, so just 2 minutes later. Gosh, that's not very nice. And it's very unusual for Disney as well, guys, because their Disney castmates are just usually absolutely the most beautiful people in the world, and so lovely and kind, and will do anything for you. But that is just rude. Now, we're going to go check at guest services, but there's a massive queue at the moment, so we're just going to have to wait later on. But it always happens to us where we're put on a huge table, and it's not something we're comfortable with, especially with the amount of money you pay to come on these cruises. So you should be able to dictate whether or not you want to be on your own table or not, and it's never been a problem in the past. And I hate to complain, guys, but that was really horrible, so I am going to report him, because that was just unacceptable. It really is unacceptable for the amount of money we paid to come on this cruise, more than any suite we've done in the last year. We're not in a suite on this cabin either, guys, so we'll show you that in a little bit as well. But yeah, my Disney magic's been burst a little bit, which I feel a bit sorry for myself. Boo-hoo, I know, hashtag first world problems, but this beautiful atrium is absolutely stunning, and it's putting a smile back on my face again, guys. It is gorgeous in here. Pictures really do not do it justice. It is an absolutely gorgeous venue. Walking around the ship so far, I have been blown away with how majestically beautiful the ship is. Let's take you on a little mini tour, shall we? There'll also be a full ship tour on our channel as well, so make sure you check that out for all of the little details and a much more broad view.
So we've came downstairs just to get a closer look at this atrium, and like Ben said, it's so beautiful. This one's themed after Aladdin, so you can see Aladdin and Jasmine on their magic carpet in the background. But I just love how textured this is. I think this is what I mentioned earlier. The Wish was very glam and white, but this is very much more layered. The colours, all the different sort of features, like the railings and everything all around, really do make it feel like quite a depth. I don't know how to describe it, quite in depth, and really cool. I absolutely love it so far. This is definitely my favourite Disney ship so far. I know I've only seen a little bit, but it may be taking over the Magic as my favourite Disney ship just in terms of look, because I think it looks wonderful.
Well, that's a bold claim, David. We've still got 7 days.
I know, we have got 7 days, so maybe come back to me at the end and see how I feel, but so far I absolutely love it.
So this is 1923, so there's 3 main dining rooms on board this cruise ship and they all look fantastic. So yeah, this is split into 2 halves, Roy Disney and Walt Disney, so you're going to be seated in one or the other. The other one is the Marvel restaurant, and then you've got the Coco themed restaurant as well, which I am so excited because it's going to be a full-on show. It has the Marvel restaurant as well on the Wish and this one, but it's a different theme. So we're going to be bringing you all of that on this cruise series as well. And it really is nice to see different restaurants, different menus compared to some of the other ships as well, which is really fantastic. And I am excited for the food. Let me tell you, it's our favorite thing to do on a cruise ship, and I've got a good feeling about this one.
And so far, I love all the different bits of memorabilia that are around the ship. I'm finding little bits everywhere.
Oh my gosh, they've got the Scat Cat Lounge, which is modelled after the Aristocrats. How cool is that, guys? Oh my God, this is so cool. The Skipper Society, which looks to be a bar, and it's themed after the Jungle Cruise. I'm a little bit more than impressed. I'm a little bit blown away, to be honest. I'm a bit speechless. It is gorgeous, absolutely stunning.
Now, we just saw the Haunted Mansion bar, and it is closed. Gonna have to come back later to have a look at that one, because I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's like.
There is literally too much to take in. My little brain has been fried, guys. It really is. It's crazy. Now, some of the complaints about this type of ship, we've got to cover those as well, because we've got to cover the bad and the good. And a lot of people don't like the fact that there's only 2 sets of elevators. Also, the layout of the ship, very different to the other Disney cruise ships, doesn't bother us at all. We love that it's all been changed up and it's all new, because who wants the same thing on every single cruise? Not us. Oh my gosh, we found the Periscope pub, themed after 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. The theming in here is off the chain, guys. This is absolutely awesome. There's just details absolutely everywhere. It is so, so cool. It really is quite amazing, guys. I'm a little bit blown away and a little bit overwhelmed, if I'm honest. Everything is just superb.
Ben, look at the roof. It looks like there's sharks swimming over the top of us.
I didn't even notice that. That is absolutely crazy. Yeah, there's like things swimming over the top. This is just, wow. This is what Disney is all about. And people always ask us, why do we like Disney? This is why. But you do pay for it.
Just next door is the 2-level entertainment venue, the Sarabi Club. Now, when I first came in, it took me a while to kind of figure out what the theming was. And then when I looked closely, it clicked that it was the Lion King.
David, you're having a laugh. There's a giant lion on the screen.
There is now. Please, when I walked in, the lion was not on the screen.
Guys, it was.
I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to seeing the entertainment that's going to be on in here. I'm just kind of geeking out as I walk around the ship because I love all the theme parks, and all the different areas are kind of nods to the theme parks. Like the pub that we were just in was very much like Disneyland Paris, Discoveryland, and I was like, oh, it's really cool. And am I making sense? I feel like I'm just wittering now.
Yes, guys, you're just gonna have to deal with us while we geek out for the next hour or so. So we interrupt our scheduled programming, guys, because it's muster drill time. So this is the safety drill, much like you see on an aeroplane. But with Disney, you actually have to go all at the same time, the whole ship, to your muster station. Ours is in the main theatre. So we're going to head down, check in, and get some safety information. All very important.
Muster drill is over and done with. That one took about 45 minutes, actually, guys. It's probably one of the longest ones we've done, but at least we're sat inside in the theatre, and it was nice and comfortable. Unlike previously on other ships where we've had to stand outside in the baking sun. It was actually quite nice and cool in there. Anyway, we're just having another wander around the ship. We're noticing there's a lot more bars than there is on the older Disney ships, and they're a lot more spread out around the ship rather than being contained in one area like the after hours adults only area. These are sort of peppered around the ship. There are also coffee shops as well, so like a coffee shop and bar, like they all have coffee machines and stuff, so it does feel like it's all a little bit more all over the place. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but yeah, they look really nice though. I love all the theming so far. It is really wonderful.
Yeah, like what you have on all of the other ships, like the Fantasy, Dream, Wonder, Magic, all of them. There were big old separate adult only zones, but on this type of ship and the Wish, you don't really get that. They are more spread apart, which is a shame because that is one thing that we liked on those other ships, but there are plenty of adult kind of things to do on the ship as well as outside as well. Let's go upstairs outside and take a look at what's up there as well on this type of ship.
So we've came outside, guys, to have a look around the outside decks, and it's a glorious day here in Port Canaveral, the perfect temperature, and just having a look around the different areas. So there's areas for families, there's areas for adults and everybody else. There's like split into different sections out here, and we're just gonna have a little bit more of an explore before the sail away party starts in around 45 minutes. But yeah, really nice out here today, and having a look at all the other different cruise ships that are in here as well. We always like to go and give everybody a little wave off. I think the Norwegian's just gone. And we're also next to the Carnival Vista as well. Poor sods on that Norwegian ship. They all look like they were trying to escape.
There's so many kids on this cruise, I'm quite surprised really, because it isn't vacation time, so they must be taking the kids out of school. But hey, go have a little walk around, shall we, in this beautiful sunshine.
So if you wonder what I'm looking at, in that chimney stack there's actually a cabin. We have visited it on the
Chimney stack, David.
Chimney, that's what it is?
It's a funnel.
Oh, chimney stack, funnel, tomato, same difference, same function. But there is actually a cabin in there. We have visited it on the Wish.
A suite.
A suite as well. You can't see in it during the day. I do wonder if you can see into it on a night. Don't know if it's the best view or not, but it's certainly a beautiful cabin inside.
He says a cabin quite lightly, guys. This one's actually Epcot themed. We got to look around the cabin on the Wish, which is a different themed one. Check out those videos as well to get an idea of it. It wasn't our favourite cabin either, even though it is the most expensive on board. It's quite big, but there are nicer suites on board. If you want to remortgage your house, for example, I'm not even sure if that would be enough remortgaging. It's very, very expensive, but I'm sure it's quite worth it.
I actually said it was a chimney stack or a funnel, but it's not. It's actually fake, because this ship is LNG and they only actually have one funnel that is in use. But they kept the two to make it look like a classic cruise ship or a classic ocean liner and keep it with the theme. So we've found the retreat, guys. We've found the quiet area. At the back of the ship is the adults' quiet cove area.
This is something we always say we really enjoy on a Disney ship, the adults only areas. So this is 18 plus, for example. So if you don't want to be around the kids, you absolutely don't want to be, but you still get the Disney vibe and you can dip in and out of the Disneyness as you want. Because as we said, these ships in general are not over themed. It's not all in your face. A lot of it's really well done, guys. Like, it's really beautiful architecture, really beautiful design and decoration, and it's not over the top, but this is lovely. It's a little oasis at the back of the ship. It actually feels like a suite only area on some of the ship within the ship cruise lines where you pay an awful lot of money as well. But yeah, lots of really nice areas just to come out and chill out here. And at the back you've got the bench pool and the panorama pool. So they're two little pools at the back as well with lovely views off the aft of the ship. Very nice indeed. And of course you're going to have a bar as well as the Cove Cafe, which is one of our favourite spots, an adult only coffee shop with beautiful coffee in there.
Just checking out the Cove Cafe, like we said, it's one of our favourite spots on the other Disney ships. Now this one's very nice, but it's very small, and the adults only area in general feels about the same size as, like, for example, the Magic, which is a fraction of the size of this ship. Yeah, it does feel very small in comparison. We'll see if it gets too busy during the cruise. It's a 7-night cruise as well, I forgot to mention that, guys. So maybe it won't get as busy, but yeah, I do like the Cove Cafe though, especially the cold brew coffee. So I will be coming back here for my cold brew coffee every day.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it, the sail away has finished. We are now officially on the seas. Next stop is Cozumel in Mexico, and we've officially set sail, guys. Our first ever cruise on the Disney Treasure. How exciting! Back in the cabin. Gosh, it's been a busy day so far, especially boarding day on Disney. There's a lot going on, and we haven't even had a chance to really explore our cabin and show you around. And I'm really excited for this one because it's gorgeous, guys. So let's start, shall we? As you walk in, you've got like a long corridor area. Light switches here, and you need to put your card in to get all the lights working in the room. Now, the first thing I noticed was just how much storage space there is in this room. Huge closet or wardrobe space, nice hanging area, also that side, some shelves this side. There's also a small safe in there as well. And then even more closet space on this side. And look at this, so many coat hangers. And then over here, just here, we've got the room temperature controls. And then we've got the first of the bathroom area because it's a split concept. So one side is the toilet the lavatory, or the loo as we like to call it, and the other side is the shower and bath area. So this side you've got a toilet, some shelving, some hooks, a mirror. It's very bright in here. That's the first thing I noticed, how bright an area is. A little bit plain, I do admit. I would have liked a little bit more decoration, maybe something to look at while I'm having a wee in the toilet. That would have been nice. But it's very bright for getting ready. Lots and lots of shelves in there. And this, Ben, I'm sorry, I have to do it. It's my favorite. The sea salt hand soap smell.
Oh, it's so good. It probably is my favorite cruise ship, and it's also in the resorts. Smell.
It absolutely is. If anybody knows who makes this and could send me a vat of it, I will be absolutely thrilled, and I will be bathing in it because it is so lovely. Then on this side, ignore our cases. That's where we hide our cases,
you can
guys.
see the reflection of our cases. It's all given away.
Behind the scenes. Again, really bright, nice mirror with a nice light around there. So it's really bright, lovely towels. The towels are really lovely. And there's like a bath, which is, I mean, an adult could get in there. You'd have to be quite flexible, but really it's for kids and stuff. And then a nice shower as well. But I love the tiling. It's so lovely. I really do like that. And again, the products, they're absolutely wonderful. I use about half a bottle on me every time because I love that smell.
Then welcome to the next section of the room. Just to say, these cabins are really spacious, very nice indeed. Lovely jubbly. Then we've got the bed area, and just look at this, guys. Isn't it just gorgeous? We got one of the beautiful, lovely Encanto rooms. Now, there are several different themes on board, like Aladdin, and we got one of the Encanto ones, which is lovely. We still don't talk about Bruno, but we definitely talk about this cabin, and I love that movie and I love the music. But how nice is this? You've got a gorgeous bed. Now, this is a set king or queen bed. You can't separate this, but there is a sofa bed as well if you are sharing with somebody, but this is not separable, which is really nice because you don't get the big line in the middle where the two beds meet. And it really is lovely, really premium bedding with gorgeous little details, a lovely headboard. Then on either side, you've got a lovely lamp, which is also themed with a little Mickey. You've got a little bedside cabinet light as well. Loving the gold touches. They are just very premium and very lovely. Some nice switches as well. Nice that they've actually labelled all of the switches as well. We do appreciate that, which is good. And by both sides of the bed, you've got plugs, which we're very happy with and what we'd expect in a brand new ship like this. Love the little throw as well, which says treasure. If you're tempted to throw that into your bag, you will be charged. David tried once, just kidding. And it is really lovely. And then you've got the TV on the other side, which is a large TV, and it's got some great content on there. It's basically got a version of Disney Plus. It's called Disney On Demand, and it has lots of movies, TV shows, and things like that. You can have a look at your daily planner, ports of calls. You can take a look at the ship map as well, so you can see where you are. But it's very good. And then take a look at some of the details on your cruise as well, so like your bill and things like that. But yeah, a really lovely cabin, really well set out. I'm just loving it, guys. I think they're just super bright and airy and just lovely. I mean, it's what you expect from Disney, and I think they've done it so well. The contrast between the carpet and the rest of the cabin, it is very thoughtfully done, and we really like that. I am looking forward to a lovely week in this cabin. I think it's going to be very comfortable indeed.
Yes, they are really lovely. The two words that come to mind when I think about these cabins is bright and comfortable, because that is exactly how they feel. This is the sofa, but it does convert into a bed as well. And if there is somebody sleeping in this area, there is a curtain that you can draw across to create sort of a separate zone. So if you've got adults and kids, or maybe two adults, they just have their own little spaces. The only downside is though that there's not a TV on this side. So if somebody did want to watch TV in bed on this side and you've got the curtain shut, you can't. However, you can now use the Disney Cruise Line app to watch all the movies that are on the TV on your phone instead. So if you did have kids that wanted to watch TV on a night and the parents want to watch something else, they can do it on their iPad or on their phone as well. But yeah, lovely big sofa, really nice, and it is really big. You've got this sort of like little table here that does move around as well. So that's nice because you can move it out of the way. If you want more space, you can pop it next to the bed. Really lovely. And then over on this side, we have the desk area. These are so well laid out, these cabins. Even little touches like how the bin is sort of nicely tucked away under the desk space, so it's not getting in the way. They've just thought of lots and lots of little details to make everything a little bit easier, like how the phone's out of the way of the desk, nice and hung up, so you've got tons tons and tons of desk space on here, which is really handy. Nice big mirror to get ready with again, with that nice big light around the outside, tons of shelving up here to store all your things. You've got more power outlets down here. We've got a two North American, a USB-C plus a European. I was going to call them a Canadian then, but it's not, it's a European.
Oh, David.
I had a mind block there for a second. Some glasses here. I think this room sleeps 4 people, by the way. I forgot to mention it earlier. There is 4 glasses, there's 4 life vests, so I'm assuming there's 4 people in this cabin. Lots of storage again, lots of shelves and drawers down here. You even get some little gifts. So if you want to write to a friend to make them very jealous that you've been on Disney Cruise Line, there's Disney Cruise Line paper and postcards in here for you that you can then write to your family back home. And then if you're looking for the fridge, it's actually here. It's like a pull-out fridge, which I've not seen before. So it's a fridge where you can pop all your drinks in there. There's nothing in there, so it is quite nice if you want to keep some drinks chilled and stuff like that. But yeah, really thoughtfully laid out, and everything just feels super well laid out and super handy for a family. And for us as well, we love them. It's some of our favourite cabins that any cruise line does.
Also, some things that we like about Disney, they've still kept the turn down service. So you get your room fully cleaned, then on an evening, you also get it turned down, and also get a cheeky little chocolate bar as well, which one isn't going to complain about. Now, you might have noticed there was a big bill on our TV already because we purchased the internet on board. Here on Disney Cruise Line, it's bloody extortionate, guys. $245 for 7 nights. And so far, it is absolutely rubbish. We pulled away from port and I'm getting about 2 megabits per second, which is very, very slow indeed. I bought the streaming package, so hopefully it gets a little bit better. If not, I'm going to go down and complain because I'm not paying for the streaming package if you can't stream. At the moment, I can't watch YouTube or anything. Not that that's what we're using it for. We're using it for the channel stuff, to post on there and do other bits and make sure all of our videos are okay and all of that jazz. Right, let's go and have a little cheeky look outside. I'm very excited to see our balcony and it's already looking wonderful out there. The sun's starting to set. As David said, it's been a crazy day. Always take boarding day with a deep breath, guys. Honestly, it is chaotic everywhere. This is basically goes for every cruise line, but trust me, usually it does start to calm down a little bit, especially on the second day.
Wow, it's so lovely out here tonight, and we're just sailing away. And we've got a few cruise ships sailing along with us. But yeah, this is the balcony, or the veranda as they are called on Disney. I think they're very spacious because some cruise ships nowadays are very small, but these are quite long. We've got 2 chairs out here and a little table as well, which is very, very lovely. But yeah, plenty of space to sit out, relax, enjoy this. Really nice.
Yes, it's absolutely stunning, and I can still see the bloomin' Norwegian Epic. Will we ever lose it, guys? Anyway, if you're wondering what cabin we're staying in, or type of cabin, we're in cabin 8044 on deck number 8, and it's a deluxe veranda stateroom with balcony. I think that's the kind of standard spiel that they call a balcony cabin here on Disney. Anyway, we're going to unpack, get our thoughts together, get the cabin organised, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Just doing all my unpacking. This is my favourite part, especially because this cruise is 7 nights, so it really does feel like we can move in and make it our home. We even bring our own, I know we've said before, we even bring our own scent with us so we can put a little stamp on this place. But yeah, it's nice because it's a 7-night cruise. I feel like I can properly unpack, unlike like a 3 or 4 night cruise. We were just looking at what's going on tonight and what we need to get ready for, thinking there was going to be a show before dinner, but there's no show tonight, which is really strange. There's usually like a welcome on board sort of production on your first night, but there's nothing tonight, which is a little bit odd. I've not seen that before on a Disney cruise.
Yeah, that's weird. We love our Disney shows, we really do, and we've heard there's some fantastic ones on here, including Moana the musical. How cool is that? I'm not sure why they haven't done that. Even if it's not a production show, it's usually something else. I've just unpacked all of the equipment and got all of my lovely things organised. So as soon as we finish that, we'll head back down. Whoa, ho, 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 guys. We've came somewhere pretty spectacular. It's called the Haunted Mansion, and it's finally open. Now, this is a themed bar, obviously after the ride in some of the parks around the world. It is absolutely mind-blowing in here. I know I said absolutely about 35 times, but I am blown away with this place. The attention to detail and all of the different theming is stunning. Honestly, it's absolutely amazing. You've got moving pictures, you've got lights, you've got the very famous Haunted Mansion song, which I can't get out of my head now. You've even got holographic fish in the fish tank. It is just incredible, along with a whole array of different cocktails, which I'm sure cost an absolute arm and a leg. But guys, this bar has shocked me. It really has. It's completely and utterly blown me away. Disney have done such a fabulous job. The Star Wars Galactic Lounge on the Wish was good. This is in another league. It really is. It's just superb. Anyway, David, it would be rude not to get a drink, wouldn't it? Let's go get one.
Screw Star Wars, this is like so much better. I can't stop smiling because it is amazing. Have you ever been on a ride, or like when I'm on the ride, I've always wondered like, I've always wanted to step into the actual real place. So when I'm on the Haunted Mansion ride, I always think, what would it be like to like walk around the real house? And it kind of feels like that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm in the ride.
Oh, we're gonna conjure some spirits. Let's do it. Oh, happily never after, that sounds a bit nasty. David, there's a cocktail that costs $60. You'd have to be a foolish mortal to order that, in my opinion.
So my drinkers came, I went for the chilling challenge, and it's really cool because if you pop it under a black light, or the bar person pops it under a black light, and it glows, it lights up and it says the Haunted Mansion on it. And apparently there's different tops that they put on it as well. So it means we have to try them all, Ben, and, you know, rack up the bill, because this was $20 each. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy it. It's a tequila-based drink. Oh, wait a minute. It's got like a salt foam on the top, and I just got a mouth of foam. Let me try again. It's quite sour. The salt foam on top's really nice as well. Kind of nice, a nice tequila-based drink. But I love the whole effect about it, where it comes in the box and it's all smoky and stuff. It's really cool. I was kind of trying to put my finger on what it tastes like, and I've just realised it's like fizzy sour candies. So like sour gummies, that's the flavour that I'm getting right now. Really cool.
And I went for the spirit-free Ghoulish Delight. Ube condensed milk, oat milk, tapioca pearls, ube wonder dust, and eyeball gummies, guys. That smells really, really good. Let's have a little taste, and it's purple as well. This is so much fun. I can't tell you how much fun this is. I feel like a big kid, I really do. It's really, really delicious. It's like a super delicious smoothie or milkshake. I can't quite put my thumb on what it tastes like. It tastes like something familiar, but I don't know what. But that is wonderful. Now I'm gonna go and try and get one of these little eyeballs. You know I love my bowls. Let's have a try, and they really do look like eyeballs. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be like, it's like menus and chopsticks. Come on, little eyeballs. Come on, I'm not sticking my fingers in there. Right, come on. They're the chewiest balls I've ever had in my mouth, guys, by far. I don't want to swallow them whole as well, because I might choke myself, because they are quite substantial balls.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
You come for one, don't you? You can't go through the menu, you come out here with a new mortgage.
What did the Haunted Mansion bartender say to the captain?
What?
Aye, Captain.
Some great live music as well in the main atrium area, singing some Disney tunes with a different twist, which is always nice to see. Now, we didn't get around to sorting out our table yet, guys, because it's been so busy at guest services. It's absolutely rammed. So we're just going to go into the restaurant during the first seating, just to see if we can find the maitre d' to sort it out really quick, just so we can get our own table. Well, welcome to the Marvel restaurant and our first evening. Now, they did sort us out with a table for two, no problem. We just had to speak to the maitre d'. The crew on board are really fantastic, and we'll sort you out in no time whatsoever. So yeah, so all sorted out. So we have a nice table of two, which is so much better, guys, because I get real anxiety when I'm sat with other people, and I don't want to be sat with another family as well. So make sure you do request it. You can usually request beforehand as well, like we did, but we didn't get it. But just do request. I don't want to be on a table with other children. Anyway, we've got the bread, and it looks fantastic. Some red bread. Very strange indeed, guys. I'm just perusing the menu. It's all very much Avengers style, and we're going to see a little show as well later on. So let me pick my meal, and we'll get back to you shortly with some food.
So the show has started, and it features Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's the same show that we saw on the Disney Wish when we did that cruise, so it is the same show. Ben was thinking that there is another show, so maybe there is, because it is a 7-night cruise, so we're going to be dining in here twice. Maybe there is another show later on during the cruise. Anyway, my first course has came. I went for the oyster mushrooms. Looks very delicious. If you're a mushroom lover, it looks delicious. Probably looks horrendous to Ben, because he's not a huge fan of mushrooms. You don't mind some of them, do you, Ben?
No, but yeah, that looks like my nightmare personified, David.
Kind of tastes like a mushroom stroganoff. Really delicious and flavourful. I like this.
Again, the attention to detail really is fantastic. So all the cutlery and the bowls and things all have the Avengers logo on, which is pretty cool, guys. That's going a step further. It's also an interactive show, so we have to press the button on command when Scott asks. So let's have a little try of my little starter. So I went for the bao bun, the pork bao bun. I'm going to go in full manual mode. It looks very, very good indeed, guys. Presentation is fabulous. We've met our 2 waiters. Really, really nice guys. So it's rotational dining through the 3 main dining rooms. So our waiters will come around with us each and every night. So they'll get to know our likes and dislikes. And we'll build a nice little rapport with them as well, which is really nice. And they seem really lovely. So we stick with them. It's very, very unusual and unique to Disney. Anyway, let's have a try. Really intense flavors, super delicious. The pork as well melts in my mouth. Really, really good. A lovely start. Really hoping the food's going to be as good as I hope it is. That's very good indeed.
For my soup course, I went for the cheddar cheese and broccoli soup, and it comes with some croutons on the top there. A delicious green colour. Doesn't look the most appetizing colour, but I bet you it tastes delicious. That's really nice. Cheesy, creamy. The really strange thing is though, the croutons are sweet. They're almost like sweet toast. Don't know if I love the sweetness with the creaminess, but I like the soup by itself.
I went for the cream potato soup, guys. Now, it does have a different name in German, but I'm not going to butcher the pronunciation or the German language and try and do it for you.
We are sitting next to 2 gentlemen from Germany.
Yeah, we are. Oh, that is really, really lovely. A lovely deep flavour of potatoes and cream and all of that sort of stuff, but very, very delicious. Love all the little toppings and fixings on top as well. A really good hearty soup, nice and hot as well, which we do appreciate.
So my main courses came and I went for the tuna, and it looks really impressive. Impressed with the presentation so far. It looks like a really nice piece of fish. Comes on a bed of roasted corn and some black bean paste. Really nice piece of fish, well cooked, perfectly cooked for me. I love the salsa underneath. Not a huge fan of black bean, I don't love the black bean paste. I don't know, it's just I've never been a huge fan of black beans, but overall, a really nice dish.
Ooh, this looks good. I got the chicken schnitzel, guys. Chicken schnitzel, that just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Comes with some potatoes, some lovely green beans. Let's go have a little try of it. Well, rub my roast and call me juicy. That's delicious. It is absolutely so tender. Lovely, light, crisp batter on the outside as well. Potatoes and the green beans are very good as well. A really nice, simple dish, guys. Very good indeed. And nice and hot again. Well, I think that was a very successful first meal here in Marvel. For dessert, we had the sticky date pudding, which was absolutely delicious, and David had the key lime pie. It was a lot of fun, guys, because it was an interactive show. Spider-Man even came out and said hello to David especially, and it was great. We were playing along with the show, and all of the scenes were filmed on the cruise ship, which was pretty cool as well. Overall, a very imaginative experience and something that's really cool, and you just don't really get it on any other ship, do you? So it's a lot of good fun.
So after dinner, we've come into the shops to have a look at the Disney treasure merch, because Disney's merch game's pretty good, guys. It's probably one of the best.
David, come on, it is the best, right? It has to be the best cruise merch.
It really is. But the reason I actually did come in here was because I saw something that I know Ben will want.
Oh my God.
The most outrageous Spirit jersey you will ever have seen.
I love Spirit jerseys. They are so nice. What are you doing?
Well, you can just keep saying they're nice. Look at a distance, Ben. They're $100 each.
Oh, geez.
Just have a look at it and pop it back, shall we?
As if, David. Some of the best merch, it really is. Look what I found, guys. Towel animal teddy bears. How cute is that? Yeah, there's absolutely loads and loads of merch on sale. Just about everything you can think about, and lots of Disney treasure and Disney Cruise Line stuff as well. But yeah, there's quite a few shops on board, and you can shop to your heart's content. It really is a good store, and there's lots and lots of stuff. Obviously very expensive like we just saw, but lots on offer, which is fabulous.
You can shop to your heart's content or your bank account runs out.
I was going to say until your card declines you. Either one. Back to the room. It's been a long day, guys. A very fantastically beautiful, magical day. But we're tired. So we're going to hit the hay and we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, just before we do go, guys, I forgot to say we've got a visitor in our cabin along with some chocolates. I think it's an elephant. Love a good towel animal. A real towel animal. Not one of those ones that we just saw, the fake towel animals, the fake plush ones. This one's a real one made by the crew. Good morning everyone. We had such a lovely sleep. This cabin is very, very comfortable indeed. Just little things that we're noticing is like the premium bedding. It is so lovely. It must have what I like to call a high thread count, but yeah, very comfortable guys. It was super lovely to sleep in, really comfortable bed. Nice and cool, loads of room, shower's great. Those products are amazing, really powerful shower as well. This morning we did something fun. We went and filmed something for our ship tour because there was an open house for all of the kids clubs. And they are absolutely spectacular. They are so much fun. You've got a Star Wars room, which is just cool as, a Marvel room where you can build your own character. You've got lots of things to do with the princesses and the royalty and all of that jazz. You've even got a Walt Disney Imagineering lab as well, which was super cool, as well as making your own ride and a little kids area as well with loads of Mickey Mouse and cartoon stuff where you can even drive the boat yourself. So much fun, absolutely great. And best of all, I got to ride the slide because there's the slide from the atrium area into the kids club. How amazing is that? Anyway, had a quick shower now, worked up an appetite. Let's go to the main dining room for some breakfast, shall we? I'm a little bit hungry and I need that coffee.
So we sat down for breakfast. That did take a while in the end, about 15-20 minutes to get a table for two. We got a table for 6 and we feel pretty grand right now because we're only 2 people on it. I apologise as well if it is a little dark. We are sat with a beautiful sea view, but it's like the face of the sun out there. I should have brought my sunglasses, my sun lotion and topped up my tan. So I've just closed the curtain for a while.
It's such a lovely day outside, David. You don't look dark at all. You still look very bright and fresh in the morning.
Very good, that's nice, that's great. Anyway, I'm gonna have a peruse of the breakfast menu, even though I already know what I'm going to order, and then pop our orders in. Breakfast on here, usually pretty good, so I'm very excited.
Well, so our meals are here. It all came together, guys, after about 25 minutes. It is a little bit slow this morning. I think they're a little bit short-staffed because everybody's running around a little bit like headless chickens, like they don't know what they're doing, bless them. I know a lot of the crew we've spoken to are brand new and have not worked for Disney before, which is very strange because we thought they'd have all of their really experienced crew on the newest ship. It's not a problem, they're all very lovely indeed, but it's all came at the same time, so my yogurt and my hot dish at the same time, so I'm going to eat this very quick. I've got the non-dairy yogurt parfait and it comes with kiwi fruit, some cornflakes on the top and some dried bananas. And that is actually very good. The yogurt is really, really lovely. Very good indeed. A nice, refreshed start.
I got the eggs Benedict with salmon. They look really good, guys. Nice big portions and beautifully presented as well. So let's give it a go. Really well cooked eggs, perfectly poached. Kind of like a zesty flavour in there as well. And the rocket on the top's lovely. Nice muffin, just a really good eggs Benedict. Very delicious.
Ooh, and this looks absolutely lovely. I went for something a little bit different. I went for the southern hash with 2 eggs over easy on the top. And I think it's got some like potatoes, chorizo, some cheese, all of the goodness in there as well. Let's have a little try, shall we? It looks very delicious indeed. Something a little bit different to mix things up, eh?
How do you like your eggs in the morning?
I like mine with a bit of a zing. Like these bad boys, they're very good, guys. They've got like a lovely little flavouring on top. I think it's like paprika and some other spices. Absolutely delicious. The potatoes are really good as well. Very happy with the food. It's lovely. Well, breakfast was wonderful. Very, very tasty indeed. Lovely, lovely food, and the coffee as well. Oof, that was nice, guys. It was nice and strong. We've had bad coffee on a few of our cruises lately, and that one was very good indeed. Anyway, here in the main atrium area, lots of characters about at the moment. So you've got lots of princesses. Mickey Mouse, you can go and meet them if you want to line and do that sort of stuff. It's not for us. And that's the great thing about Disney Cruise Line. You can dip in and out of the Disneyness as you want. Loads of stuff going on today, so we're going to have a wander around, get involved, have some fun, and sort of enjoy our sea day as we make our way towards Cozumel.
Well, if you've been watching our videos for a while, you'll know that one of our favourite things to do on cruises is the trivia. So we've came down to the Periscope pub to do the Disney Cruise Line trivia. Now, we are Disney Cruise Line fans, but I doubt we're going to win this one because I bet you there's people that know a lot more about Disney Cruise Line than we do. It's always fun to take part in, isn't it, Ben? I've already spotted the awards that you're going to win. They're giving away medals on this one. I've never won a medal before.
Oh, fancy.
I don't think I've ever won a medal in my life, actually.
But yeah, we never ever win at Disney Cruise trivia, do we? Because there's always much more people into Disney than we are, even though we're huge fans.
I always think as well that somebody posts the answers online and that's why we never win. It's probably not true. Probably people are just cleverer than us, but I do suspect at times. I sound sour now, don't I? Because I've never won.
Oh guys, we got 13 out of 20, so we didn't do too badly. The winner was 18. Some proper geeks out there, but it was a lot of fun. Some really interesting questions. We mucked up on the ones that were all about the dates of when the ships were built. We couldn't remember. A lot of fun indeed. I love our trivia, I really do. It's one of my favourite things to do, and there is so much of it on this ship. Disney do daytime activities so well. A lot of other cruise lines do a lot of upcharge and selly things. They do that on here as well, but there's just so much included and complimentary stuff to get involved with as well, without being upsold constantly, and that's what I like.
They're just doing a fun little like boat race in the theme of the Jungle Cruise in the atrium. It's quite funny. The cast members are actually hilarious. It's really, really funny. And what I like about it, it's all themed around the ship. So obviously the ship's adventure and expedition. So it's all themed around stuff like that, which is totally my jam. I love it because I do love the Jungle Cruise. And I hear that's where Ben gets all of his jokes from as well.
Well, some of them. Oh guys, we have the best subscribers in the world. We're being showered with gifts. We've got a little duck which has been 3D printed by our viewer called Basil. Thank you so much for that, it's lovely. And we got a lovely little navigational card which gives us all of the tips from our other subscribers. And then Cheryl got us a Valentine's gift. How cute is that? So it's a little thing stuffed with loads of fun things. That is so cute, guys. Honestly, you don't have to do stuff like that. But we've met so many wonderful people on this cruise. It really has been lovely. There's something really nice about Disney people as well. Everybody's very kind, open and accepting, and it's something that we really like about becoming on this cruise line because we always feel very comfortable. Not that we don't on other cruise lines, but we just really do like it. Right, I'm feeling peckish now again, David. It's been about 35 minutes since we've ate, so should we go get some more food?
This time we've came over to Roy's side of the 1923 restaurant for dinner, or lunch I should say, and there was no wait. We got sat down straight away. Had a little tour of the dining room because we couldn't find our table at first, but we've been tucked in the corner. It's quite nice. You're next to all the artwork and stuff, so you can have a little peruse of the artwork while you're waiting. And I'm looking forward to lunch.
For my first course, after the bread of course, because we got brought some bread as well, I went for the lentil soup. Let's have a little try, shall we? Very good, a very nice soup, very rich and hearty though, guys. It's very, very chunky indeed. I like my soups with a little bit of meat in them as well, and it had some meat in there as well. A very good starter.
So for some reason, my starter salad and my main have came at exactly the same time. It's exactly the same thing that happened to Ben this morning. So Ben was sat eating a soup and I was just staring at him eating. I went for the Impossible Burger and the tuna salad. So I'm gonna eat my burger first because that is hot and I don't want it to go cold. So the bread bun is boiling hot, but the actual burger patty is freezing cold, so the cheese has not melted at all. My chips are okay. The garlic aioli is nice. It's a nice flavour, but just not what I was expecting out today. I was expecting like a nice juicy patty with delicious melted cheese in it, but unfortunately not. Let's try the tuna salad, shall we? Really delicious tuna, nice flavour. The salad's got sort of like a really light vinaigrette on it. Really lovely.
Oh, guys, I've massively overeaten. For dessert, for some reason, we ended up getting 3 desserts. We only ordered 2, but we got 3. Honestly, hands down, some of the nicest desserts I've had in a long time on a cruise ship. I had the Milfoy, which came with strawberry. Oh my gosh, it was divine. The chocolate molten cake, which we didn't order, it was just literally mind-blowingly good. It was silky chocolate and really nice ice cream. And David got a pecan pie, which he said was delicious as well. Now, we're noticing something, guys, so we're going to keep an eye on it over our next few videos. But the service doesn't seem quite up to par. I'm not sure what's wrong. Nobody's unpleasant or not nice or anything like that, but it seems a bit rushed and a bit chaotic and a bit all over the place. The crew seem a little bit peed off for some reason, and I'm not sure why. We've experienced that 3 times now in 3 different places, so I'm not quite sure what's going on, but it isn't up to the normal Disney standard that we're used to. Now, you might be thinking, oh, they're just complaining, but we're not. We paid a lot of money for this cruise.
Putting money aside, we're not just complaining for complaining's sake. It's just that we know what the standard should be. Is this how you've worked it out the other day, Dave? 10th Disney cruise now, so we know exactly what things should be. And like Ben said, nobody was rude, nobody was unpleasant. It's just little things that are missing, like for example, my dishes coming at the same time, my cutlery wasn't changed between the courses, our drinks weren't refilled. The lady next to us had to complain, well, not complain, she had to ask about 4 times for tomato tomato ketchup before they just up and left. And she also didn't get cutlery. So there was just, it was a little bit off. Like, it wasn't the usual high standard that we usually get. Gonna keep an eye on it. Like we said, it might just be a one-off today. It might just be a funny day today, and we'll let you know throughout the video if it does improve.
So as well as the big theatre at the front of the ship, there's also 2 cinemas as well, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go watch a movie now, the new Lion King Mufasa movie. How cool is that, guys? And they do show things on these ships earlier than they do on land. So say a new movie's going to come out, you'll get to see it a few weeks earlier on the ship if you're on one. Obviously things like Marvel movies and Disney made movies, not other movies, just the Disney ones, but it is very cool. And I love the fact there's a cinema on board. It's a great thing to do on a lovely sea day like this.
So the movie was surprisingly good, actually. I really enjoyed it. I didn't love the other version of The Lion King, the remake, but this one was actually really good and interesting. I love this bar, by the way. This is the Skipper Society canteen, or Skipper Society bar. It's just so like detailed. And I just love the theme of it. It's there's even like postcards on the wall, and you can read them and stuff, and it's all down to the detail, the theming, and all the tiny little details. I think that is a thing you could do for like a couple of hours, is just walk around the ship and really look at the details, especially if you're a huge fan of the Disney parks. There's lots of nods to them and little Easter eggs everywhere.
I completely agree. Honestly, this Disney ship might be quickly becoming my favourite. We were just saying to somebody that we just met that it's a love letter to those who love the parks and who love Disney. And it really is, guys. I think they've really stepped their game up with this one compared to the Wish, which, like we said, we still like. It's on another level. It is just absolutely magical in just about every way, and really enjoying our time on board. I really am. It's very, very good indeed. So we've alluded to it a few times throughout the video that this is an expensive cruise, and my gosh, it is. It's definitely one of the most expensive mainline cruise ships in the world to go on, and definitely Disney's. Now, how much did we pay for this? Well, we paid 5,100 Great British pounds. So that equates to about 6,500 US dollars. Now that's the price for both of us, that's not per person, and that comes out at $915 per night. So yes, it is very expensive. That's the sort of price you would pay for a suite on another major cruise line like Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Celebrity, Princess. So we're paying suite prices for a normal regular balcony cabin, so the lowest type of balcony cabin, so it is very expensive. Obviously new ships do tend to be expensive, but this one really does take the cake with that one, and we're going to let you know in our series of videos, especially our next video, if it was worth it or not. So next week we're going to be giving our full and brutal review on just about everything on the ship after we've spent a few more days on board to give you all of the information you need, and anything that happens on board, we're going to tell you it all.
So that's it for this episode, and we'll see you next Sunday to give you that brutal review. Thank you so much for watching, and a big thank you as well to our patrons. If you'd like to join us on Patreon in return for your support, you get all these videos but completely advert free, plus we also upload them early, and we give you some cheeky bonus episodes as well, plus a monthly video call, which is always a lot of fun. If you'd like to find out more, click the link in the description section below. That's it till next time.
Happy cruising!